Hi guys, I'm the Dow King, and this is absolutely nuts. ICP ripped well over $15 just a few moments ago, and it's a freight train. It's like a meme coin. Like literally, I posted this on you gotta check this out. I posted this on Twitter, and it looks like a meme coin. This looks like a meme coin, basically. All right, you guys are investing in meme coins, though. This is the best meme coin we got. This is absolutely nuts what's going on. And let's dive into it. And I want to give you my predictions. And I actually saw some really interesting things that I actually want to share with you guys regarding ICP, what's causing this and so forth. I've been talking about ICP. My average price is $3.65. That's it. Because I got in early. I wish I would have bought more. I have about 4,000 ICP, as you guys know. I haven't sold any. Even though people were telling me, oh, it's going to go down from 11, 12. You should just get out. I'm like, nah, man. You got to have a thesis, a theory when you get into any of these projects. And by the way, I might have another one that I think can perform or even outperform ICP, another layer one that is kind of unknown. I'm going to talk about that next week. So make sure to subscribe. Make sure to hit the notification bell because you're not going to want to miss it. This is one, and I put together a thesis. A lot of these YouTubers, I'm a real investor. I put in about $14,000 in this. I was trying to put in about $20,000, and look at my $14,000. My 4,000 ICP is now worth $60,000. Man, that's better than investing in the S&P. And that's what happens when you have a theory, when you logically think about things and you understand what's going on behind the scenes. I don't get them all right. I didn't hit on some stuff, but I held on to most of my AVAX, even though I sold some of my AVAX to buy ICP. But that's going to work out in the long term because I knew ICP would outperform AVAX long term, and it will. It has now slightly by a little bit from where I sold it. So where I sold AVAX was about $13 and AVAX is 39, for example. So like, let's do the math. It's only done a 3X. Well, I took that money and put it over here. Guess what? I'm over 4X. See, I've outperformed it. Yes, it didn't happen immediately. People were saying, oh, you messed up. No, I didn't mess up. I knew what I was doing. Long term, I know what I'm doing. I can't guess the short term. Now, where is ICP going? I'm going to show you guys a few things to consider. Okay, look at all this. ICP, if you look at where it is now, it's sitting at 17, which is a little bit, it's actually higher because if you go above it, you can kind of, take out the stable coins and the wrapped ETH and all that other, or Bitcoin, or we might have even surpassed. Oh, wow, we did. Look at that. Surpassed wrapped Bitcoin. That is nuts. We're bigger finally than Shiba Inu, the biggest shit coin there is, as it should be. $6.7 billion market cap. Where can this thing go? We have to start comparing it to everything above it, which I think is what's happening. Everyone else is doing kind of the same thing. And that's why the price is shooting up, because they're realizing it is way better than everything below it. And it's been outperforming everything. Everyone's telling me to get into this and this and this, and they haven't moved. Casper was like 35 and it's fallen to 39. I mean, they've had their time in the sun. The technology is what is pushing, and the understanding of what internet computer, the revolution it is what's going to be pushing it up. Now, let's look above it. Chainlink, can it do what Chainlink can do? Yes, absolutely. And it can do it better. Okay, so Chainlink has kind of a one thing that it does, and it does it well. Internet computer can replace that. Absolutely. Polygon, can it do that? Absolutely. Tron has a huge network in Asia, which, I'm not sure they're going to be able to duplicate that. It's used on a lot of gambling websites and a stable coin. So I understand why Tron's valuation is where it is, and they have Justin Sun. So you know what? This is a good comparison. You have to compare everything. It's not really apples to apples, but when you look at Tron, you go, okay, Tron's got a few things internet computer has to build, but it can build those things. Polkadot, can it do everything Polkadot does? Absolutely. Dogecoin, Avalanche, it has everything that Avalanche has the subnets, has everything. In fact, it has better ones. So, what does Avalanche have? Avalanche has a big ecosystem, and now it's into the meme coins. Can it get there? Can it get to a $14 billion valuation? Absolutely. It does everything Avalanche does, and faster and cheaper and better. Remember Avalanche, when everything was happening and with the meme coins, the average transaction fee went crazy high. Well, that doesn't happen on internet computer. It doesn't happen. It stays the same. It is way better than Avalanche. Should it be priced higher than Avalanche? Absolutely. But its ecosystem is growing, and I'm going to show you something in a minute. It needs to grow its ecosystem. It needs that killer game, that killer app, the killer meme coin. It needs it. When is that going to come? It's probably going to come in 2024, and that's what we're going to talk about, the predictions. Cardano, it's way better than Cardano. Then you get up to XRP and Solana. It does everything Solana does and better. It does it. BNB, does it do everything? Absolutely. I'm not even going to talk about Ethereum and Bitcoin because Bitcoin is a reserve currency. You can't touch it. Ethereum, it can absolutely do everything Ethereum does and better. That's a fact. But I don't know if it'll ever get to those valuations. That's the difference, right? So when we look at all this, you're going, where can the valuation go here? Well, I don't see why this can't do in 2024 and probably running into 2025 another 10x. I don't see why this can't get to about $100 to $150 mark. That's not going to be right away, but there's also things that you got to consider. More of Internet Computer is locked up in the NNS, and it's locked up in large holder hands. It's just locked. They don't even sell it. Like, look at this. This is crazy. I'm going to show you this. Oh, wrong one. I got too many screens open. Oh, was it this one? Here you go. Look at this. 40% is held in the top 100 holders. The crazy thing about the top 100 holders is they don't sell. They've actually been increasing their holdings. November 19th, they actually increased it from 39% to over 40%. And this is over a 1-year period. Like, it's absolutely insane. They don't sell, guys. If you look at the 30 days, they don't sell. They're long-term holders. A lot of these guys are locked up for 8 years in the NNS. So, and then you got over 50% already locked up and staked, and I'm going to show you my account right here in the NNS also so you guys can understand. But here's something that I saw. I'm going to show you guys right here. Look at this. This is the first time I've seen this on CoinGecko. Look at this. All these, you see these? These are Internet Computer. These are all Internet Computer protocols that are listed. Even Cainchi Bitcoin and Cainchi Ethereum was listed. These are all the projects, and you can actually come here and I'm going to show you how it all works. But look, if you look up here, you see a lot of Solana, you see a BNB, you see some Base, you see some Arbitrum, you see ETH. Okay. What I want to start seeing is, and I'll go to the first page, I want to start seeing a lot of ICP rolling through here. And I think that's going to happen in 2024. So if you look here, the reason Solana is doing well and a lot of these other tokens are doing well is because the ecosystem is getting so big. So look at what's going on here. Every day, just come. Look at how many Solana tokens there are listed. Now, most of these are shit tokens, by the way. Let's be honest. Most of them are fucking garbage, but it doesn't really matter. It adds to the ecosystem. It helps grow it, at least in the short term, right? Now, quality projects will always trump the shit projects, but these shit projects bring more users and more people to the Solana ecosystem. That's just the way it is. Now, you can see even Ethereum is kind of in the last couple days, not much. Now, 1 or 2 days doesn't really mean much, but you can see the dominance of Solana has taken over. Now, can ICP be that dominant in 2024? I think it can. I'm going to show you some reasons why, and then we can talk about some additional price predictions. Now, this is the nervous system that I have staked. I staked 600 and another 100 here. I'm dissolving this one because I kind of want to see how it works. I've locked this one. I've staked one of them, and I have one available that I can take out. So I'm kind of trying to understand how it works, and I guess I can just increase stake and bring this over. I'm playing around with it. I'm trying to understand it a little bit better every day. Now, this is what I saw was interesting. Now, these are all the tokens that are on the NNS. Gold DAO. I invested 50 ICP into Gold DAO, which was at that time worth about $300, maybe $400, $350, something like that. And I just got my tokens because Gold DAO is now, look at this, is listed. So where is Gold DAO? It's up 20%. It's worth 9 cents. So I did a little bit of math. Okay. I did a little bit of math. So I invested at that time was about $300 to $350. This is worth about $150. And you can see how cool this is. It shows you it's vesting. So as you guys can see, it's vested like 91 days right here. And then you got more 182 days and then 200. So every 90 days, I'm getting more and more of my Gold DAO tokens. This is the most beautiful setup I've ever seen. Usually when stuff is vested, you just kind of get it hit into your wallet. You don't really know when. You hope you know when, and you got to keep track of it. This is the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I didn't even know they had a system like this. And this is why Internet Computer, what they're doing is revolutionary. Not only is it revolutionary for just how the launchpad works, and you can go to launchpad right here and see which other tokens there are. There's nothing right now coming, but I'm going to get into that with you guys right now so we can see what is coming, because we want to see Dominique, the CEO, said they have the world's biggest gaming project coming. There's stable coins also coming to ICP. Stable coins will increase the liquidity on ICP. And I don't know if that's why people are rushing into it, because they realize if stable coins come, this ecosystem is going to just blow up. It's going to expand. It's going to be exponential. So that could be one of the reasons why a lot of people are rolling into ICP right now also. Now, when I look at these projects, and by the way, I mean, it's so beautiful. This setup, you just got to look at this. This is unbelievable. Who else does this? Now I'm going to make okay money on this, because every one of these right now is worth about $150. So think about it. 150 times 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 150 times 8, well, $1,200, right? And I invested at that time was worth about $300 or $400 worth of gold down. Now, that's assuming gold down doesn't go up in price. And you're like, well, where is gold down's price? You can come on the ICP coin. And then later on, hopefully they get listed on, what's that called? CoinMarketCap and all those places. So look at what's going on right now. All of these ICP tokens are doing relatively well. The market caps are still pretty low. Origin is 149 million. That's the biggest one. OpenChat, which is like Telegram, only $41 million. It's not very high. These things have huge potential. Any of these projects take off, this thing is going to explode exponentially. It will explode the whole entire ecosystem of internet computer. So this is what you got to look out for. There's not a lot out here yet, but it's coming. And where is it coming? Well, I just checked this place. I don't know any of these projects. I don't endorse any of these things, guys. I don't even know, except for hot or not, I don't even know what these are, to be honest with you. I'm trying to look into some of them. Most of them are, like meme coins and stuff like that. So I'm not that interested, but some of them could be interesting. I haven't looked at all of them here and there. So, I'm just trying to see what's coming from this website. It's called funded.app. And, they don't do just the ICP. They do other tokens from other chains also. So I look in here, I'm going, okay, this is coming, that's coming. Okay, cool. And then I also check, obviously, the central nervous system. I go to launchpads. I see what's coming. Right now, there are no launchpads coming. There's nothing coming. But I assure you, in 2024, because of how successful Gold Dow was, look at how much Gold Dow raised. 494,000 ICP. I mean, that's like $8 million. I mean, that is an insane number when you look at this. These are some insane numbers that are going on. So these are the things that I want you guys to consider when you're looking at this. As far as ICP price, let's take a closer look of where it can go. Okay. Hit 15, it came down as it should. You should probably get some retrenchment here. I'm hoping. I think it's pretty normal. This chart is insane. If you look at the 1 year, it's blown past any of its positions right here. Now, if you look at the max, which is kind of hard to do because honestly, like it had that crazy start, right? I think this is realistically what we have to look at. You can kind of see right here around the 20 line, it had some support. So I wouldn't be surprised if we try to get back into this area right here. It looks like around this 20 line, and there's definitely going to be some resistance around this 15 around here too. So, you're probably looking at to get around there on the short term, but long term, I think people are just discovering ICP. I think people are discovering its potential. I think this is just a start. Okay. It's better than everything that's above it. That's just a fact. It does stuff. It is a revolution that nobody can get ahead of. That's just a fact. They're so far advanced. Now, what do they need? Stable coins and a killer app or two. Dominique says there is a killer games coming, and there's the world's biggest games, and there's all these other kind of projects coming in 2024. I think 2024, 2025 is going to be the year for ICP. I think when people wake up to ICP, I think they're going to say, oh man, how did I miss that? Now, I do have something I think could be not as great as ICP, but very similar. I'm going to be making a video on it probably next week or maybe week after. I haven't decided yet. It's still relatively cheap. It's only $200 million market cap range, I believe. So I'm going to give you my theory there. I like to put theses and theories out, not just, hopes and dreams and meme coin runs, even though I do invest in meme coins too, but there's nothing wrong with that. So hopefully that's helpful, guys. Have a good new year. I think ICP is, this is what I thought was going to happen when I first got in, and $3, I was like, why is this at $3? Why? it shouldn't have ever been so cheap. It just should have never been. And when I look at the valuation of what they're doing, I still think the valuation is too low. When you're talking about an industry that's $1 trillion industry, when you have tokens that are going to have to be bought off the market so they can power their canisters and power people's websites, thousands and tens of thousands of websites start running on ICP, you could see the amount of ICP that could burn could be actually bigger than the inflation that they have on a yearly basis. That can actually happen, just like it happened with Ethereum. These things are all in play sometime 2024, 2025. Hopefully ICP has tens of thousands of websites like Discover on Solana. It's neutral to the, what I call it, the chain. Discover uses it on Solana. If they grow, well, ICP grows because they're going to have to purchase more ICP tokens to power their website. It's decentralized. More projects and companies are going to become decentralized. So this is what you have to think about. What happens when there's 1 million websites on ICP's network? How much is that going to create burn rate of ICP? That's something you have to think about. I don't see anyone in the top 20 anywhere near that business model, anywhere near it. You're talking enterprise level. You're talking billions of dollars of buying pressure just on the token long term on a yearly basis. If ICP blows up the way we think, just because these websites are going to need the ICP token to power their websites. So think about that. This is why it is a long-term project, and it might take longer than 2024 and 2025 to realize the real true massive gains. It is a long-term project, and that's just kind of the fact. And it's been around for a while. This is not a new project. Dominique has been running this for, I believe since 2017 now. I mean, it's been around. This is a revolutionary stuff. So let's see where it goes. Have fun, guys. It's going to be an interesting new year. Take care. Bye-bye.